Sushi. We all love it, and so does the world. Sushi is one of the fastest growing culinary industries, and sushi bars are finding their ways into some very unlikely places. Nothing compares to rich, fresh fish that tastes like the water it came from. However, this amazing taste is fueling a very troublesome issue within the food industry.
But have you ever wondered how the fish you eat get from the ocean to your plate? It's actually a long journey that relies on a whole system of people to handle the fish properly. Catching the fish is only the beginning. Commercial fishing uses long lining, distributing thousands of hooks that stretch, in some cases, up to 60 miles. It may take 9 or 10 hours to bring the line in, but each fish is hauled in, killed, and iced. Some larger fish are frozen, even on board, for preservation of freshness using liquid nitrogen or blast freezing. Though fish of all shapes and sizes are harvested all over the world, bluefin tuna is the most sought after. When a U.S. fisherman unloads a bluefin at a dock, awaiting them are agents of wholesalers from the Tsukiji fish market in Tokyo, who set about examining the tuna by taking a little thin slice from the tail and holding it to the light. With practice analysis, they can determine in less than a minute the tuna's inner color, its oil content, and the presence of any parasitic disease. Unfortunately, not just tuna, but various species of fish stocks across the world are plummeting to extinction due to overfishing from the increased market demands. Scientific forecasts show that oceans will be stripped clean of fish by the year 2048, and currently less than 10% of large fish remain in the ocean. These are alarming statistics.
While this information may initially appear to be intimidating, there are many ways to ensure that the fish on your plate is one that you can eat safely, practically, and sustainably. First, arm yourself with the right knowledge. Many fisheries, fishermen, activists, research facilities, and animal rights groups have online resources that paint a clear picture of what you should and should not be eating. For instance, the Monterey Bay Aquarium's Restaurant Watch program can direct you to eating establishments that cook only sustainably caught fish, and their Seafood Watch program can tell you what fish to buy while shopping for fish yourself. In addition, SustainableSushi.com can tell you all about certain fisheries, their past track records, and whether or not a fish is in season and right to eat. Many of these organizations make wallet-sized info cards, brochures, and phone apps that place this power in your hands at all times. Using these guides is a foolproof way to ensure that you are making the right environmental choice. However, during those times when this information is not available, here are some great tips to remember. First, know the fish and its fisheries. The state of fish in our ocean is a deeply complex and complicated issue, so find out which sustainable fish is right for you. When at the supermarket or at a restaurant, search for fish from Iceland or the United States, especially Alaska preferably. These fisheries have made concerted efforts to protect the quality of their fish through scientific research and have both wild and farm fish that are caught by sustainable methods. For instance, wild Alaskan salmon and halibut populations are carefully managed after the collapse of its fisheries in the 1950s, and they have learned very well from its past errors. Farmed vegetarian fish, such as catfish or tilapia, do not drain marine resources and can actually benefit its surrounding environment with nutrient-rich waste. Even some carnivorous fish, like Arctic char in Iceland, have been shown to have a minimal impact on the surrounding environment. Most farmed shellfish are a great option, but be wary of shrimp. Shrimp are carnivorous and require much more marine resources than the average person would speculate. The high demand for shrimp in the US has led to much importation from Asian farms. These farms wreak havoc on the surrounding environments and have been shown that these shrimp are full of antibiotics. Like these shrimp farms, other fisheries have mediocre or dismal track records, and their products should be avoided entirely. Fisheries from Canada, Russia, and Norway have had shaky paths, and only some of their fisheries have been shown to be sustainable. Furthermore, avoid almost all fish from Asia. Asia has had an immense population collapse in many of its marine environments, has supported marine destruction, and has drastically polluted their own environment for many years with no signs of slowing down. As a result, Asia has targeted other fisheries such as Mediterranean bluefin tuna, where regulations are not enforced, and Asia threatens to collapse those fisheries' populations as well. Go to the right places. Not all establishments were created equal. When going to the store, the smaller the size, the better the fish. Most small fish markets or grocery stores are closely involved with the products they serve and know the dealers they buy from personally. In the Bay Area, Ray Street Fish and Poultry has amicable fishmongers who are glad to inform you about the fish's whereabouts in addition to the quality of the fish. Larger health food stores such as Whole Foods also train their employees not only to be informed about the product that they sell, but the corporation acts responsibly as well, who now refuse to sell fish caught by means of trawling. Fish is a delicious and valuable resource that over 1 billion people worldwide rely on as a protein source. For the first time in human history, we as a species are taking more than the ocean can provide. In order to protect a precious food source, we must support those who are making the effort to do things the right way.